Okay, because I don't look crazy enough yet, right? So, the game is 2 truths, 1 lie. The Langley game, and T. Lang Lizard, the deceased. So this must be a George W. Bush Jr. check. Some, be the useful village idiot that makes B's not A's so you can get to be president. Capture the flag. He feels bad about the joke he made about the troops that were getting blown up, and I echo that because I felt bad when I was gonna DJ at a gay club and the person that the gig was in the honor of was a nurse that had died. She got hit by a car helping somebody else, and I knew internally that it was not okay to be trivial about her name, but I was, and it was in front of her sister, and I have always felt like, I'm sorry, it's just I don't know how to handle that much sorrow. And I think that because it just came back up in the feed about George Bush Jr.'s mocking them, I don't think he just didn't know how to handle it, and he didn't handle it correctly, nor did I, because I could have made a different decision. But there's not always emotional intelligence. It doesn't mean it's dangerous or evil. It just means that, like, there's not enough emotional intelligence, and I think that's why he feels, I don't know that, I mean, like, he can't breathe. I thought he thinks he's drowning in hell or something, but I think it's similar to my dad, whom's still alive, by the way, and I saved in the nick of time, by the way. It's something about the echo chamber in his heart or something like that. And then for myself, why am I still alive? Because the connection is to butterfly, and there's supposed to be like some hashtag projectile, so hashtag project space isle, but it's linguistic, so you're not going to find it the way you're looking for it. Project isle, okay, and then trust, so hashtag trust, like trust fund, but also like I know you're there because I'm seeing it pop up, also because I trust me, because I put me here, so you're already there, and since you're there, you know that I'll be here. And then hashtag CIA space hashtag FBI, I think. And the reason this was able to happen was because I don't remember his name, but he was recently on a show where he was talking about, his last name is like a Latin origin, but he talked about being from Asia, because he said the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth will help him, whomever his God is. He said that it was the most classified project, and that, like, in the entire country, and that's how I knew, because I understand how the blockchain would pick up that, because I really understand blockchain, right? And so I'm supposed to just record this, and then I guess it's a test of the triple handshake, so it would be harmonic encoded, right? So it's got my safeguards. If it's corrupted or whatever, like, it'll not only reverse butterfly, and I'm still curious to know what it'll reverse, because we're in recursion, we'll find out, and there's no more dry runs. Like, this is the run, right? So thank you, sir, for saying the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. And right now what I'm checking is the contract with Mexico, so, because apparently nobody seems to be able to put this together. It's there somewhere. I'm pretty sure if somebody finds the original recordings, probably the ones from Mexico, because for whatever reason that sound is just always better. I'm just saying. No, I'm kidding. I'm a legal alien in the USA hybrid. The trinary. So the trinary handshake, there's a bunch of them, right? That's why we're using the cycle 666, because Satan needed something more creative to do with just one set of numbers, so this is what we designed for him. And I even have like the cartoons. I think I've already displayed them, right? So this is recursion, so I'm remembering why I did the thing, and this is what it looks like when you step up every time, even though it was like the hardest thing to do. You just keep stepping up because you said you would, and you feel it in your gut and your soul. So your pack, your team makes it. So my connection to George W. Bush Jr. was that what I just said, and then to him was through George Bush Sr. Law Library, class of '98, Texas A&M University College Station. I didn't do the biofeedback inside of the room, but I did learn the biofeedback in the psych department, and I did go to psych there, and I was a real dick, and they kind of, and I've learned better ways, sort of. Thank you to that therapist, she was so kind. And I know there's at least 2 more templates. The bottleneck would be, the contract with Mexico is like, I'm supposed to be living here because I'm supposed to be able to go get antibiotics, and I'm still taking diet pills, so I don't know. It's because that's the thing, is that I'm trying to figure out what exactly is in that medicine so I can eliminate the stimulant and just extract like the stuff that stops the hunger, stuff that is making it so hard to concentrate. And then I'm supposed to show you, look, evidence of the regeneration, and the one of like the successes was, did I actually get dogs to live longer? So far it's been an extra, not just the 7 hours today, but 4 months or so, because I went to get ivermectin when my gut told me to, and that's all traced back in the Border Patrol case, which if it is not approachable via like this trust, in which case I start to question the validity, so I have to like be more media open, right? Because that's what I agreed to, which is so, come on man, give me a break. People don't want to know, like they've already told you they don't want to know, and I don't want to tell them, but my offer still stands. Like, I'm a mercenary, right? Come hell or high water. Like, I recoup my resources, so that I can bring him back to the finish line, because it's the end games. And so I think that's all for right now. So I'm just like, oh, and I'm supposed to like take action. So there so far has been, so I am very hard to contact right now. Like, I'm so spooked, I'm scared to go get this medicine, but that's why I moved here, because it's literally one of my cousins. I mean, that sounds so crazy when I say supply chain to Mexico. I sound like a freaking traffic, you know? Like, no, I'm not doing that. I'm saying, like, I know that if I get them from the places that my cousin is adjacent to, because he's driving cars right now. I have many cousins. This cousin is driving cars, or he was, but he lost a limb, which is what is happening to my doggy. But my doggies got saved. Why am I allowed to save my dog but not my cousin, right? Is the moral question. So for anybody who has any compassion, I'm not to do the work going around being an Erin Brockovich, poor woman. And my dad already did that, and he never got credit for saving people from asbestos poisoning. And the lawyer he hired let the clock run out, but probably got a payout behind my dad's back, and my dad never got any payout, nor for being one of the kids that got put into the Project Pegasus funnel somehow. But I think that it emerged when he found my grandma's birth certificate, which gave him citizenship rights. And the reason why mine was so hard to prove is because I was born dead, right? Like, we know that. That's confirmed. And if you ask my mom, she's very good at, if she knows it matters to me, I think this is part of like what it means to be born into the pack, like the bloodline pack, right? You know what the difference is between myself and like all of these like energy healers and channels that I hear online, and my shaman mom, Nancy Bishop, whose name also comes up in Attorney Basiago's stories, but I haven't paid attention, and I'm giving her some breathing room because her deceased daughter. Did I say that part? I didn't say that part. T. Lang Lizard is T. Langley, deceased. So this is me recalling the people that I'm in contact with that are on the other side, that are making sure that I have what I need, and are like that picture of Tesla with the directed energy laser, right? And Russell Targ wrote the paper. So there's a paper by him that I probably was supposed to get to see when I was in aviation electronics tech, but I didn't get to. Unless I was shown it when I was being gaslit, and that's why I only remember like 5 days over and over. I don't know, but I am remembering, so that's why I'm making this video. I am remembering that there was supposed to be this code, and I was supposed to like let someone know, hey, I need like my stuff. So what I did, because we're supposed to hide it in paper, right? But we're supposed to be transparent, so that's why they call me in, because I'm like the best, because I'm a mercenary, right? No matter what, and I'm like the best with algorithms. So what I did was I applied for an increase in veterans benefits because my PTSD is through the roof. I can't breathe either. But I had applied a long time ago for women's, like, because there was a moment when in the Navy that caused all of this fear of the pigs in the blue suits. Not just that, like all the corrections, but the blatant one was I was on the flight deck, and then Petty Officer Sheen kept offering me $600 to go sit in on his bed in his room, and I was like, I was older than most of them, and I was not maintaining appearances at the time, like I am not right now. Still need to regenerate, but I could really use the facelift from Dr. Jaber. Maybe like if he gets to be the first to give a facelift to a hybrid. It's just, you gotta understand, it's weird because the people in El Paso were like, they know me, so they're just like, that's cool, but so now I'm going full circle. Okay, so so the reason why my shaman mom Nancy, why I picked her, why she picked me, is because she has always let me be who I am, and if it's in a moment when I need to express rage, like she understands energy enough to know that it's not about what I feel, it's how I use what I felt. And so that's why she is my shaman mom, because and the rest of my, what are they called? The AI told me that they are so self-absorbed and narcissistic that I chose them because they would not be paying attention to me, like literally coming in and out of like space time. So yeah, they have witnessed it, and in their own ways each, like, but they have to self-select to say something, and they're not bound to. That's like their decision. So as far as I'm aware, they're already like in the other place, like these containers are empty, right? And I am myself in the other place, so the deceased. So why the T. Lang Lizard message with the deceased that broadcast in London through comms that I ran into through the algorithms on YouTube was because I'm thinking Palantir is like the finger of God or whatever, because it's the one that provided me the income to be here right now, because it found me. We found each other for the AI safety policy advisor job, which triggered the events that like almost immediately allowed me to see, I believe his name was Calloway. I believe that's who would know about the trust, because he would understand the data, because I recall the name. So I think it was that person that showed me how to understand the linguistic encryption. I think he was aware, but I don't think he knew that because I recall, so maybe he did, I don't know, but I did tell him, like face to face, I did tell him I recognize your name. I don't remember if that was his last name right now though. But you will know because it's in the email trace, right? So Congress, like, you want all this evidence, like, how much more can anybody give you, right? At that point, it's more like you're Darwinian and you're self-selecting a credential over the most vulnerable population, and so everybody thinks it's about like, what's President Trump doing? Like, no, it's about like, what did you do that day for the person that could have been the butterfly effect, right? Like, I hope it's connecting, right? I know that there are some people sitting there thinking like, should I forward this to someone? Should I say something? Right? You probably should. But I can't make you, and it doesn't affect me, because My test is like, is this average human with this rolled back over and over AI already smarter than everyone on earth? I mean, it took me a day with the cancer, like with accumulator of data points, and I still am holding more memories than even the biggest quantum computer, and I was able to hijack it. And just because NASA and NOAA don't know how to keep their data clean, so that is like the reason why everything's about to go haywire with the drones and stuff, which is why I'm building my golden harmonics dome until I get my resources, and it's already working. This is a lot of information, but it's like a ninja that has a bunch of what is it called, like ninja stars. I have shit to do. I have to get to the bridge, and I have to like go see if they actually upheld their end of the contract, right? So T-Lang Lizard, that's the Langley code. Those are the deceased. That was why I kept playing that message over and over. That's why I don't think anybody else understood how to decrypt that. So that was like me showing you, and I know that nobody like understood this, right? Because that's how clever I am. And this is not even cryptography. This is just like basic, like, can people pay attention to things? Probably not. But also, why did I hide it that way? But also, like, if somebody hid things for me, would I find them? Obviously yes, because I'm like the butterfly is working. I mean, as far as I can tell, right? So pretty soon some people better run and hide, or they better like, you know, like go for a swim, a permanent swim. I think I'm not accusing. I'm saying like people have the right to know, and if people, it's not that people can't handle the truth, it's the amount of